Welcome back to Java and Joy. We are going to be talking about weight loss after 40 today without having to diet. I know you're thinking this is impossible. It is not. I am going to tell you why that is. If you're new to me, hello, welcome. I'm Carla Joy. I am a certified health and wellness coach, and I love sharing all these wellness tips and tricks for women over 40 or anybody in general, honestly, that you can incorporate into your everyday life without feeling punished and see really great results. I do everything by the Joy method around here, which means nothing feels awful and everything feels joyful. So, hello and welcome if you are new. And this is going to be, I think, something that's very eye-opening and that I hope you take several nuggets of information from today. But before we dive in, as always, I want to cover a few things. First and foremost, my brand new free Metabolism Reset Starter Guide is here. It is absolutely straightforward, easy to follow, get you quick results, boost that metabolism so you can start seeing weight loss, feeling better, and doing it again without punishment, completely free for you guys. I'm going to link it in the show notes. You can also get it in my link in bio on Instagram. You can grab it at carlajoywellness.com on my coaching tab. Pretty much everywhere. Go grab that free guide. You are going to notice results within just a few days. And within just 1 week, you will have noticeable differences in how you feel and how you look. Free guide, go get it. So don't miss that one. And the other thing, as always, if you are already not a member of my Joy Circle, go get in there. We just completed our first month in the Joy Circle. We did a full week challenge, a self-care challenge. We have done a ladies' night with fun trivia and prizes, and we'll be doing those every single month in the Joy Circle. And you will get a bonus episode of Java and Joy every month in there as well, amongst so many other exclusive goodies just for that Joy Circle community. I will have that linked in the show notes as well. You can also go to carlajoywellness.com or my link in bio on Instagram. Everything is there. Go get in there. It's just going to get bigger and better from here in the Joy Circle. It is such a wonderful, supportive community of women that are just there cheering each other on, lifting each other up, sharing their ups, their downs. And then again, we do fun challenges and group coachings and ladies' nights and giveaways and so many fun things to just really help you stay on track with whatever you're working on. Or if you just are someone who loves to be a cheerleader and just loves spreading joy and helping other women, that's a great reason to be there as well. So go check that out as well. All right. So as usual, let's start off with a little warm up here. Let's get in the mood, right? Set the tone here. Make sure you're in a nice comfy seat. Remember, this is time for yourself. So enjoy it. Grab a cup of coffee or your favorite drink. Wrap a blanket around you, whatever you can do to make yourself comfortable. Obviously, if you're driving, concentrate on the road. I know a lot of you listen to me on the radio or podcast to and from work. So just remember, though, even if you're driving, you can still take a deep breath right now. Release tension through your body. Relax a little bit. Maybe, force a little smile, even though you may be coming from work and, have had a hard day, or maybe you're heading to work and dreading it. Either way, deep breaths, everyone. And just remember that this is time for you and everything else can wait. Sound good? Now let's share our weekly joy moment. What moment I would say for this week is the ladies' night in the Joy Circle. I just think that is too much fun to do trivia and prizes. We talked about how you can easily set goals no matter what your goals are. I gave an actual blueprint there very easy to follow. You can just plug and chug with whatever your goals are and have a nice action plan that you can actually follow and actually stick to and see to the end. So that was just so much fun. It was just such a blast. So that was probably my biggest joy moment for the week. Definitely share yours with me. I love hearing about your joy moments. You can drop them in the comments. You can even take pictures of yourself or something that you're doing and post them on Facebook or Instagram and tag me at Carla Joy Wellness. Share that joy with everybody. Show other people how you're finding joy in your life. It could just spark some inspiration or some joy in someone else's life when you do that. So pay that forward. But I'm always curious either way to know what your joy moment of the week was. So share, ladies, okay? All right. Delayed enough. Let's talk about weight loss after 40 and how you can do this without dieting. If you're over 40, weight loss probably feels harder. Cholesterol's probably rising. Your energy is lowering. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But I'm telling you, there's one simple solution that's not a diet and that's not a supplement. And that's the secret I'm going to give you today. Can you guess what it is? I'm talking about fiber. That's right, fiber. Is it the most exciting topic? No. Are you shocked I didn't say protein? Probably, because protein is all the rave right now. But listen up, ladies. Fiber is powerful. It's underrated, and it is foundational. And it will change everything if you get enough fiber and the right kinds of fiber, which we're going to talk about both. And the reason why fiber matters is because as we're, aging, our body changes, our metabolism slows down, our cholesterol increases, our digestion changes, our energies dip. We become really sensitive to blood sugar, and that's why we, kind of feel like those dips and lows throughout the days. But fiber can help regulate every single one of those things, all of them. Because fiber actually can balance your blood sugar. It can control cravings, which I'm going to go deeper into that one because that's where I think we struggle the most. It supports fat loss. It reduces cholesterol, and I mean by a lot when you get enough. And it even helps with gut health and digestion. And as you have probably heard, there's so much research coming out right now about gut health and the link it has to the rest of our body and how it functions. Our brain, our heart, everything is, we're finding out, can really start in the gut and with digestion. So fiber is going to help with all those things. It's going to help you have fewer spikes, less crashes, stay fuller longer, which means less snacking, which means more stable energy. And the important thing is that things are always going to feel harder without it. And that's what I really want to drive home with you is think of it this way. You're always thinking, oh, I don't have the willpower. Oh, I give up. I'm not strong enough. I can't do this. The cravings keep coming no matter what I'm doing. And you're probably trying lots of different diets. Maybe you're trying what time you eat, how often you eat, things like that. And I'm sure a lot of us have tried eating more protein. Now, I am not knocking protein. You need to get adequate protein. That is actually helping maintain your muscle mass, which in turn does keep your metabolism from dropping as much as we age. So protein has its benefits for sure. And yeah, it can definitely regulate your blood sugar. Very important there as well. And it can help you feel fuller. However, in my experience, both personally and with clients, fiber helps you stay fuller longer. It fills you up. It's the bulk. Think of it as like the bulk food. It is what inflates when it gets inside of you, basically. And it just fills you like a balloon. If you want to feel satiated and feel full, Fiber is your game changer. I mean, I want you to really, we're going to do a little visual thing here. Think about this. I want you to picture a little 4-ounce piece of chicken breast. That's going to be about the size of the palm of your hand for reference. So look at the palm of your hand, not if you're driving, do it when you get home. But picture the size of your palm of your hand. That's about a 4-ounce portion of chicken breast. Okay? That's going to be around 100, 120 calories, something along those lines, and 25, 30 grams of protein, somewhere along those lines as well. Which is great, right? It's great. You're getting good protein there, low calorie, so good return on your investment there. However, think about the size of that piece of food, okay? 100 calories of broccoli, I want you to picture a full-size dinner plate. And I want you to picture a third to half of that piled with broccoli that has been cooked in some olive oil and some pepper, maybe some garlic in there. Also 100 or less calories. But wow, is that like a way bigger amount of food? Like, there's no comparison there as far as the amount of food you are ingesting. Not only does it take you longer to eat, you have to chew it longer, which is going to help you realize you're fuller faster, but also it's going to take up more space in your stomach. It's going to make you feel fuller for longer periods of time, which is exactly what we want when we're trying not to be ravenous and pig out on sugar and salty foods and non-healthy fatty foods and all the things that we crave. And it's really hard to quote unquote be strong enough and have the willpower to resist. Ladies, it is not about willpower. This is biology. Biology is stronger than willpower for most of us. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You're not giving your body what it needs to actually say, I'm full. For it to register in your stomach as full, send the signal to your brain that says, I'm full, so that it will stop yelling at you. You have to give it bulk. Make it feel full. Think about when you eat those tiny little portion controlled diet foods and diet meals that you've been doing. Do you feel satiated afterwards, let alone 2 hours later? No. Maybe for some, but for the majority, no, you do not. I am not telling you not to eat that chicken breast. What I'm telling you is to fill that whole other half of your plate with fiber. Okay? The protein's important, but if you really truly want to feel satiated and actually feel satisfied with a meal and full, like you ate something, then you're going to need that fiber. You're going to need that fiber. And it also helps with regulating that blood sugar, by the way. But not only that, but it actually helps push all the icky stuff you eat out of your body. So one of the things I highly recommend is if whenever you're eating your dessert or your sweet treat for the day, pair it with one of your meals that have the fiber with it. It will keep that sugar from kind of collecting where we don't want it, so to speak. Instead of collecting in your heart and forming cholesterol problems, right? It'll keep it moving through the body a lot better, kind of attaches on it and just pulls it on out, right? So it's like a little vessel that just takes all the fat and helps remove it without any extra work from you, which is amazing. It's so powerful, ladies. It's so powerful. So all of that is going to lead to you of less snacking, less cravings, no more feeling those slumps and those dips that you feel, especially in the afternoon. Very, very helpful for so many reasons. And if you really, really want to lose weight and stop feeling like you're starving to have to do it, get that fiber in. And I'm going to go into easy ways to add in this fiber and what I consider like the best forms of fiber that are going to be the most filling to get the most bang for your buck, so to speak. But I first want to kind of talk about like why we aren't getting enough fiber. And number one is because we're eating a lot of processed food. Processed food is low in fiber by nature. We're not getting enough whole foods. We really should be shopping the outer perimeter of the grocery store. The further you go in, the more likely you're eating stuff that's not as good for you in most cases, okay? All that produce, the deli area, these are the things that are not as processed, right? And especially if it's, having to be refrigerated, if, things of that nature, think of it as that's fresh, that the fresher, the less processed it is, the shorter the shelf life, the less processed it probably is. And that's a safe way to bet on how to shop. But we're eating way too much processed food. And processed food, think of it as like, it's kind of already broken down for you. Like your body's not having to do near the work to digest it. It's kind of like baby food. It's half the work's done before you even eat it. So your body is just like, it's like in one in, right out the other, ladies. At the end of the day, you want something that's going to take some work and be in there for a minute, take some work to break down and stay full. So that's one of the main reasons we have such a problem with getting enough fiber, is because we're relying way too much on processed food. And another one is because protein is always overshadowing fiber, because it's all the rave right now. Protein, everything. I mean, you can't go anywhere or look at anything online or any kind of diet programs or recommendations from so many doctors and coaches without hearing about protein, right? And because we hear that so much, we're not hearing enough of the fiber. It's like the fiber has taken a back seat, and it absolutely shouldn't. They are just as equally important. Okay, so that's one of the reasons we're lacking, is we don't hear it enough. Out of sight, out of mind. And that's not what we want, right? We want it right in our face, So these habits, these like modern habits of eating processed food, thinking only about protein, grabbing quick meals, those are also overly processed. All these quick habits, these modern habits that we've gotten into, is why we're missing the piece of fiber. It's not that we're doing it wrong, we're just not being informed correctly. So that's why I say it's not about willpower, it's biology. And if you don't address the biology correctly, then you're always going to keep on that same hamster wheel, starting over every single Monday, because your diet, quote unquote diet, is failing. That's why you don't need to diet. And here's the really powerful thing. If you just add all the things that you need to be eating, add the protein, add the fiber, okay? If you just add those things in, the amount that you should be getting on a daily basis, you will automatically eat less of the things you're trying to limit in the first place. You won't have to diet. You won't have to count calories. You won't have to eat intuitively. You won't have to do any of these things. You will automatically not want to eat as much because you are full and you are properly fueling your body like it's supposed to be. So instead of punishing yourself and saying, I'm going to take away this and I'm going to limit this and I'm going to skip meals and all these like overcorrective, punishing, horrible, not easy to stick with, almost impossible to stick with habits and diets and trends and activities that you're doing to yourself, instead of doing any of those things, just add what you actually need. Stop subtracting, start adding. It will make all the world a difference to you. Not only that, but like mentally, when you're thinking of like adding things to your life instead of having to take things away from yourself, you're going to want to stick with it more naturally, right? Like, we don't want to be deprived. We don't want to be punished, and we shouldn't be punished. We haven't done anything wrong. We're just not giving our bodies what it actually needs. So that's why I'm not coming here today to tell you how to diet. I'm not coming here today to tell you how to lose weight. I'm coming here to tell you that if you eat properly, get that fiber in there, and I mean the right amount of fiber, the rest will fall into place for you without thinking about it. And it's way more fun to think about adding than subtracting. Way more fun. You won't have the burnout, the giving up, the starting over, and being on that hamster wheel anymore. And that's huge. I mean, does that not sound amazing? All right. Let's talk about how do we get that fiber in there. Again, add, don't restrict. So let's start with breakfast right off the bat, right? Think of things like berries, chia seeds, oats, not quick oats, by the way, but like old-fashioned oats or even steel-cut oats, flax seeds. When I say nuts, I say things like sliced almonds and walnuts, those really healthy nuts. Those are going to get you not only protein, but lots of fiber. And then the biggest bangs for your buck is getting in those, what I consider like the non-negotiable veggies. These are ones that I eat 5 or more days a week. So you want to think green leafy, and for me, that's spinach. Kale is great, not knocking it, can't eat it, don't like it. I've tried it a million different ways, can't do it. Spinach is my go-to, but kale's good too. So just remember, do what works for you, but get those leafy greens in there as many days a week as possible. Those are going to bulk you up, like just fill you up so well, okay? And then right in line with that, broccoli and Brussels sprouts. I eat those 5 or more days a week. I make a big sheet pan of them at the beginning of the week, divide them up into containers. I can just grab them and heat them up every day, go about my business. Don't even have to think about it. I don't have to do extra work. It's there, it's ready. Meal prep is so invaluable, ladies. It really is. It's not fun to do, but boy, does it pay off. So if you know that you're someone who doesn't make good decisions when you are tired and hungry after a long day, if you're someone who is not going to have time to roast or steam or whatever veggies every single day, do them ahead. Set yourself up for success if that's what you need to do. Okay. But broccoli and Brussels, those are like your powerhouse fiber veggies. If you want to lower your cholesterol super fast, those are the ways to do it. And they're going to bulk in your body like crazy. They're just so powerful. They're good. They're so good. So those are non-negotiables for me as well. There's obviously lots of other vegetables that you want to be adding in, get some peppers and, all the other ones too. But those are the ones that I would really try to focus on as much as you possibly can if you want the biggest bang for your buck. Okay. And then beans and lentils. Black beans are something I have several times a week. And those are easy. Those are easy things to throw in with stuff. Lentils, I'm not a huge fan, but I do eat them probably once or twice a week. But they're great. They're great for fiber, and to get those in there as well. And again, you could make these in big batches at the beginning of the week as well. I mean, your oatmeals, all these things you can make ahead. Okay. So don't feel like, how am I going to cook this every single day? You could just take, an hour or two on Sunday evening and just knock your week out. Just have it ready to go. That's what I recommend. Another good category, like simple swaps to think about, is swapping out as many whole grains as you can to get that white stuff out. So if you can switch from white rice to brown rice, whole grain tortillas instead of white tortillas, whole grain bread instead of white bread, those kind of things are automatically going to have more fiber in them, and they're just better for you in general. They have actual nutritional value in there versus most white things like that do not. So it's like a win-win. It's like a double win, bonus points, right? For switching those kind of things out. And then making sure that you're also pairing your foods with those healthy fats. That's going to help you out a lot, just as an extra layer of health and fullness and feeling your best. Things like avocado, olive oil. And again, if you roast those veggies in olive oil, or if you use some olive oil to drizzle over your spinach salad every day, boom, boom, right? Like 2 birds, 1 stone, done. Don't have to overthink it that way. It just makes it simple if you can kind of like combine those kind of things. Okay. I do want to emphasize though that maybe don't start all of this on the same day. If you don't want to like overload your gut, right? So start small. Maybe you just add a little side spinach salad once a day for the first week. And then the second week, maybe you add in like a cup of broccoli and then go to 2 cups, so on and so on, right? Like ease yourself in if you're someone who's really hasn't been eating any of the veggies, you're kind of you don't want to go 0 to 60 is what I'm saying. Like ease in, don't overwhelm the system or yourself, by the way. Baby steps are easier to stick with and you don't want to quit, right? And just remember, like, consistency is more important than perfection. So even if you only get a little bit of vegetables in each day, or maybe you have a day where it just didn't happen, don't be like, oh, well, I'll just start over next week. We have to get out of that mind frame, ladies. Stop starting over. Just keep going. Just start back up the next day and keep moving, because that consistency, just keeping it in your body regularly, is way more beneficial for you. And perfection is not what we're going for here. We're going for realistic lifestyle changes, and consistency is what matters. Just keep getting as much as you can in every single day. And just remember to build slowly And make sure you're drinking lots of water, especially as you're building up more fiber. Water is going to help you feel more comfortable, keep you from getting like bloated, or like if you do overdo it, just remember lots and lots of water, which we should be drinking anyway. By the way, we should be getting enough water. And that's another reason you may not feel full, by the way. Even if you are eating well and you're like, man, I still am like hungry for no reason, you're probably thirsty. You'd be surprised at how much water you actually need, especially if you're active. The numbers just start to climb, and it will come out in the form of hunger. Like a lot of times your body doesn't go, hey, I'm thirsty. It says I'm hungry. Like it's the same kind of like trigger, and we just don't know any better. We can't tell the difference. So sometimes when we're thirsty, we think we're hungry and we eat. So start with a glass of water when you're having a weird craving, or you're like, man, I already ate like a really good amount and I ate everything I'm supposed to eat. Maybe chug some water down first and then, wait 20 minutes or so and say, okay, now am I hungry? Little pro tip on the side there. Okay. That's your little bonus extra there too. Okay. But again, it's about adding, right? It's about adding and not subtracting. If you're giving your body everything it needs, that's food and water, all the nutrients, all the hydration, you won't have to worry about taking things away, because you'll automatically just eat less. You'll eat it like you're supposed to, in moderation. You won't have to force yourself to be moderate and do moderation. And you won't have to, because your body will take care of it for you. Our bodies are very smart when we feel them like we're supposed to, FYI. They're really good about functioning the way they should if we treat them as they should be treated. Okay. So yeah, just make sure you increase that fiber slowly, drink lots of water. That'll keep you from being bloated and discomforted and all those kind of things. And this is how you're going to really feel good in your body. Okay. So think about like these common experiences that you've probably had. Oh, I just ate, but now I'm still hungry, or I'm having cravings all day. My energy's up and down. If you're experiencing any of those conversations with yourself, consider the things that I've brought to you today. Try these things before you take a diet pill, before you crash diet, before you start counting every single calorie, before you start making yourself miserable, before you start over again next Monday. Try these things, because it is not willpower. It might just be fiber. Could be the answer to everything. I mean, how great would that be when you don't have to suffer or take supplements or track this and do that with your day, right? Like something as simple as fiber can completely change, especially for us over 40. Okay, so if you are consistent with fiber, you're going to have easier fat loss. You're going to have improved cholesterol, which, whether you're overweight or not, this could have nothing to do with weight loss, ladies. If you just want to be healthy and keep that heart healthy and, stave off heart disease and things, fiber is where it's at too. Fiber. That's how you're going to get heart healthy. Fiber, fiber, fiber. Okay. This is going to give you better energy. It's going to calm your cravings. It's going to make everything feel easier for you. Everything. And when it's easier, we stick with it. When it's hard, we quit. Am I right? So I want you to add one form of fiber tomorrow and stick with that. And then after a week, add another form of fiber and stick with that. And within a month, you've got 4 new fibers in your diet a day. Oh my gosh, are you going to see results? Think about how many 30-day weight loss plans you've done and either didn't see results, or you saw minimal results, or you saw temporary results and then gained the weight back later. With this 30 days, you're going to see results, period. You're going to feel better. You're not going to feel deprived and restricted. So you can actually stick with it, which is what we want, that consistency, not the perfection. And it's the same amount of time. It's the same 30 days. Only one feels like punishment. One feels like reward. One feels like you're doing something that your body intended for you to do for it from day one. You're giving it what it needs, and it will thank you for it. It will reward you for rewarding it. Your body is very smart, ladies, okay? So fiber. Fiber is key. Give it a try. You won't regret it. And like I said, if you're not needing to lose weight, great. Do it for your heart. Do it for your digestive system, your gut health. So many reasons. So many reasons. And the main reason I say because of weight loss is because that's all what we're usually working towards. We're always more concerned with the weight loss than we are just saying, oh, I want to get healthy. It really should be the other way around. If we focus on getting healthy, we won't be worried about weight loss. If we're already living healthy, we wouldn't need to lose weight. That's unfortunately it's flipped, and it's because we're not educated properly on how to fuel and take care of our bodies. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to flip the script and make everybody realize that we just need to change our perspective. We need to change where that focus is, where we're putting our energy. Do it by the joy method. I promise you'll see results. Sound good? All right, let's get one last sip of Java. So let's shift our mindset, take on the rest of our day here. Thank you for joining for another episode of Java and Joy. I hope today's conversation poured joy into your day. As always, if you could leave me a review, it helps me tremendously reach even more women and help them. It only takes you 60 seconds. You can do it on any of the systems you listen to me on: Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, all the places. Please do so. It helps me just help other women. Help me help other women. Okay. And if you want more support and accountability, go to my website, carlajoywellness.com. Go to the coaching tab. You can find any resources you could need there. The Joy Circle is there. My free metabolism reset starter guide is there. So go visit me. And as always, come play with me on social media. I'm on Instagram. I do lives there several days a week. We do glam and beauty and pamper sessions and just have fun as women. We talk coaching as well and give tips and tricks there. I'm at Carla Joy Wellness on all the platforms. So come hang out with me. I hope to see you guys all there. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. And until next time, keep finding your joy one sip at a time. Bye, guys.